Hello everybody, today's video is on intra-workout nutrition. So since I began my full-blown bodybuilding journey last year, intra-workout nutrition has been a key part of my program. I first learned about intra-workout nutrition from a John Meadows seminar where he was a massive advocate of the benefits of intra-workout nutrition. So what led him to intra-workout nutrition was late in his career, he was at a sticking point for a number of years where he just couldn't build any more muscle and he thought he had maxed out, and he was experimenting with different variables to see could he break through this plateau. So what he came up with was he needed to increase his training frequency. But in order to do that, he had to recover faster. So that led him down the road of intra-workout nutrition, and specifically a carbohydrate called branch cyclic dextrin. So, to cut a long story short, within a year of using intra-workout nutrition religiously, he put on 10 pounds of pure muscle, which is a phenomenal gain at a pro level late in your career. So when I heard this, I was like, okay, this stuff works. So I started implementing it. Now, this is really only good for people who are training very, very hard, and who want to build muscle and strength. If you're just kind of going to the gym for, 30 or 40 minutes or an hour, but you're just sitting on your phone or just jogging along, it's a waste of time. But if you're busting your ass in the gym, this will certainly help you make gains. So the science behind intra-workout nutrition is when you're training, you're breaking down muscle. So you have muscle protein breakdown here on this side. And then you have muscle protein synthesis. So you're basically starting the recovery process as you train. So as you're digging that hole in the muscle protein breakdown, you're filling it back up with muscle protein synthesis. So you start the recovery process before you ever leave the gym, and hence, you're 2 or 3 steps ahead. So what you find is once you find the right dose of the carbohydrate specifically, you will find that you won't be anywhere near as sore as you used to be. So let's say, for legs in particular, for me, could be sore anywhere up to a week. At times, my quads in particular, from training them. But with this, I can get that down to, a day or 2 days maybe of soreness. And with other body parts, I'm not even sore at all. So, so that's telling you basically that you're recovering way quicker. And why this carbohydrate is so good is, well, A, it doesn't cause any stomach issues. But B, there's a very slow and steady release of insulin from this carbohydrate compared to, say, maybe something like dextrose, where you could get more of a spike and crash your blood sugars and levels. This will give a lovely, slow, steady, almost drip of insulin throughout the workout. And as we all know, insulin is very, very anabolic and it's anti-catabolic. So what happens is, it will drive down cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And there are studies shown that the more you can drive down cortisol around training and after training, the more muscle and strength you'll gain. There's a direct correlation proven in different studies. So that's the science behind it. Now, what goes into an intra-workout shake? So as I said, first and foremost, the carbohydrate source, which is branch cyclic dextrin. As I said, this is the superior carbohydrate source. John himself was using this and said, oh, I'll go back and try Vitargo at the same dose, and he found he was way sorer on Vitargo. So that just shows you, Vitargo is a good source, but clearly not as good as branch cyclic dextrin. So you need the branch cyclic dextrin and you need EAAs. Now, BCAAs used to be the standard, but EAAs are far superior because you get all the BCAAs plus all the other essential amino acids. And the reason we'll say why EAAs would be much superior to something like, whey protein or something, is there's no digestive issues. They almost go straight into the bloodstream and you're getting all the essential nutrients. So you combine the essential amino acids with the branch cyclic dextrin, and also you need one other ingredient. You need an electrolyte blend in your workout. Now this is the product that I use. It's Intra by Blue Nutrition. It contains 26 grams branch cyclic dextrin, or cluster dextrin as it's called, per scoop. And it also contains an electrolyte blend. So you have your electrolytes here. And here you have your EAAs, also by Blue Nutrition. I really like this product because it's high, there's good high dosing in it. One scoop contains 15 grams of EAAs. So, in terms of dosing, basically the start point really for a male would be, I would say, around 50 grams of branch cyclic dextrin, which would be about 2 scoops of Intra. And you'd mix that with about 20 to 30 grams of EAAs. So, 1.5 to 2 scoops of your EAAs. So that's where I would start. Now, if you find you train a body part with that and you're still a bit sore, go up to a 3rd scoop, see how that goes. And if that alleviates the soreness, then that's your dose for that body part. And if you need another scoop, as I go to, actually, I've gone to 4 scoops with legs, with quads, and that does the trick for me. And 2 scoops does the trick on all the other body parts for me. So I take, as I say, and I take 2 scoops of the EAAs consistently. So that would be for a female. Then I would say start with 1 scoop of EAA of EAAs, yes, so that you get, we'll say, somewhere between probably about 15 to 20 grams for a female. And I would start also with 1 scoop of cluster dextrin of Intra, and perhaps then go up to a 2nd scoop for legs, or whatever other body parts are sore, and if you have to go to a 3rd scoop, find that right dose. So that should take care of it. As I say, there's other optional ingredients that I sometimes put into an intra-workout shake, such as maybe citrulline for extra pump. 1 scoop of this particular product contains 6 grams of citrulline malate. As I say, not a necessity. This is your bread and butter here. And as you might have seen from a previous video, creatine. So at the moment I'm taking 2 scoops of creatine, which is 10 grams of this product, with my Intra as well. But as I say, again, just optional. This is what you need. You need your cluster dextrin and your EAAs and your electrolytes, which is included in this product. And just in terms of mixing, mix all this with at least a litre, I would say, of water. I actually mix it with 1.5 litre bottle, put it all in there and just sip away from the start of my workout to the finish of my workout. And yeah, I feel you certainly won't be disappointed. As I say, if you're training hard and you want to make gains, this will greatly help.